Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Chaos 120. I'm your host tonight, Veteran Mountain Man, and as always, we have the lovely Tara Sen.
Hi.
We've got Burnside over there.
He might be doing his rounds.
He could be. And, of course, I'm glad to see Kaz found his way back over here.
EFF, motherfuckers.
And the next... And of course, the next 6 minutes will be joining us when he can, and Scooby331, as well as Irate Prostate, will be joining us here shortly. So, for those of you not watching the news today, there has been all sorts of salty tears about the new Supreme Court Justice nomination. What's really funny is the amount of insanity. I don't know about you, Kaz, but I know people were downtown protesting all day.
Oh, yeah.
And people were even protesting yesterday at Senator Merkley's town hall. And they hadn't even announced the selection yet. Yeah. Yesterday, Senator Merkley's town hall, they were protesting at the town hall. It was 3 hours before he announced his selection. I swear, at this point, I'm wondering, do they actually even know what they're protesting anymore?
Probably not.
Because, I mean, how can you protest a decision that hasn't even been announced?
Because
they were protesting to protest.
They don't understand what the fuck they're fighting for? It's like trying to talk to Antifa about communism, and when you talk to them, they almost know nothing of the history of communism. It's deadpan retarded. It's like these people don't know what the fuck they actually want.
Well, up here they just tend to ignore the bad parts about communism and talk about the good parts of it.
Oh, yeah.
But it's amazing how few of them actually think about the fact that unless you have somebody completely benevolent, you'll have to kill people for the greater good.
I'm fine with that.
I'm not. I'm not okay with mass murder for the greater good. Never have been.
Although I could argue there is no such thing as a actual greater good, for the most part. Really, there's just an excuse for there's people I don't like. Let's murder them.
Or these people are doing something we don't agree with. Let's murder them.
Yeah. They did something that hurt my fifis. Kill them all and send them to gulags.
Yep. That's about what it usually boils down to when it comes to this kind of stuff. Now, also, with it being Kavenaugh, a lot of people don't realize that Kavenaugh has been a federal appeals judge for quite some time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he was working in the D.C. circuits. He's been a federal judge for over 10 years, I think, at this point. He was appointed quite a bit back. He's heard multiple cases. Now, he's really strong on the Second Amendment. As in, I mean, he takes kind of my hardline stance on the Second Amendment.
Oh, I bet I'm hearing all the liberals going,
oh, yeah, he thinks assault weapons bans are unconstitutional. I mean, you know, they are unconstitutional, and I agree. But the fact that he specifically says that has got them all up in arms, hair extended to the end of their follically fried blue hair, claws out.
Oh, geez, so they're transforming. Oh, joy. We should get the holy water and the flamethrower. Now that apparently flamethrowers are legal. Thank you, Elon Musk.
Nope. Flamethrowers are not illegal. Not in Oregon.
Yay! Awesome. Flamethrowers are legal in Oregon. All right. Thank you, Elon Musk. Let's get those flamethrowers in some holy water and start spouting nonsense at them. I'll keep
that might slow them down, man. Because remember, they're already protesting ICE, so they might just have enough ICE to chill the flamethrowers till they can get to us.
Well, they were made by Elon Musk, so they're more so designed for show than actual back-fiend back.
True, they are.
Just because they're made to be used against you doesn't mean that they won't work for anyone else.
No, it's funny when you see these people and their lack of consistency. They seem to be really hard on against ICE, but in general, they're like, well, we need federal agencies for everything, guys.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's because ICE does what they don't want them to do.
Yeah.
You know, ICE is trying to enforce laws that they don't agree with. So they think that ICE should be done away with instead of changing the law.
Yeah, I'll be right back real quick. Something right.
But yeah, it's kind of insane when people tell you that you should ignore a law instead of change a law.
Yeah, well, they're highly illogical. You know, they want the government to reflect their federal fifis as they constantly change from one thing to another on a daily, if not a momentary basis, which is completely psychotically unreasonable. But you know, the fuck do I know? You know, I'm some alt-right fake anarchist or some shit. You know. I'm being oppressive just by existing.
So apparently, guys, PolitiFact got one right.
Ooh,
terrorist groups besides ISIS are crossing the U.S.-Mexican border. And they declared that mostly true.
Lovely.
So apparently, PolitiFact got one right.
Hey, you know, a blind squirrel finds a nut every now and again. And yes, a broken clock is at least right twice a day.
Yeah, it is. I was just saying that about McCain earlier today because he likes Kavenaugh, and people on Twitter were saying that almost makes them want to stop the whole thing and pick somebody else. I'm like, guys, hang on. McCain has the opportunity to be right at least twice a day, just like a broken clock.
In McCain's case, a broken clock finds a nut every now and again.
And sometimes little children next to it.
But still, I mean, based on Kavanaugh's record and his stance on the First and Second Amendments, I don't think we could have had a better choice except for Amy Bennett. And I really wished he had chosen her, even though she's a bit young for the position, because then it would have just
still might.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, we are talking Weekend at Bernie's with what's her name?
Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Yeah, with Justice Ginsburg. I mean, they've been propping her up for the past 10 years, dragging her to things. You know, I'm kind of wondering if I hadn't seen public interviews with her, I'd wonder if she was actually dead and they just kept moving her around and shuffling her around.
Making her a living puppet, huh?
Yeah, because, I mean, have you seen her at, like, the State of the Unions? Her head's freaking tucked up against her chest and she is just gone.
You mean the same thing they do with the main, like, priest for the 700 Club?
I don't watch the 700 Club, so I can't
Okay, they have this guy that is a fucking mummy. No shit. As a matter of fact, I will. I gotta find the fucker's name.
See, I was thinking like Weekend at Bernie's and Weekend at Bernie's 2, you know, where they got Bernie and they got, you know, rope holding him up and they're dragging him around with them.
Yeah, 700 Club is essentially a bunch of people who don't really talk much scripture. All they do is sit around and talk to each other and
Robertson.
Pat Robertson. Okay, I'll have to take a look at him.
About all they do is sit around and sing.
No, he also has like this show he does that's part of the 700 Club. I'm doing a screen share so you can see what the old bastard looks like.
Yeah, I know who Pat
This
Robertson
is him now. No, I'm talking about
oh geez, he is looking old.
He was an old bastard.
The same man that says stay away from witches because they can curse your unborn child.
Well, then he'll never come near me, so.
Yeah. And these are some of the people that are in his thing. I mean, look at this old fucker.
They're 700 Club in any show on TBN. That's a joke. They're all jokes. They're all control grid Christians.
They're pushing 690.
No, they're all control grid Christians.
You mean the old authoritarian religious right?
Pretty much.
Yeah, they just need to go ahead and become extinct, man.
Yeah, he's one of them.
So, one of the things I wanted to talk about tonight, as I was talking with Burnside, is the Muller probe. Because a whole bunch of people got all up in arms on Twitter today about the Muller probe, and
nobody likes probes. The aliens do that too much.
But aliens do.
Well, apparently, some people like probes because all those nut jobs go out to the middle of the New Mexican desert and
wait
try
to
to
be
find
probed.
aliens, which I may actually do myself. Sheer curiosity.
It is a recognizable gender in the quad-gender, trans-dimensional, brony lord, outer space, other pin, sexuality preference thing.
I don't know about that, but there's certainly weird people that go out in the middle of the desert and try to find aliens.
Oh yeah, it's because they have that identity problem.
Well, so the Mueller Special Counsel has completed 20 total proceedings, either indictments or convictions. Out of those 20, 5 have been U.S. citizens or resident aliens in the United States.
Dun dun dun!
14 of them are Russian nationals and 1 Dutch national, along with 3 Russian corporations.
Huh.
So, now out of the U.S. charges, we have false statements to federal officials, providing false testimony, filing false tax returns, failure to report foreign bank financial accounts, conspiracy to commit bank fraud, money laundering, unregistered agent of a foreign principal, assisting in the preparation of false tax returns, filing false addendum tax returns, failure to report foreign bank financial records, and false statements, and identity fraud.
Ooh, and identity theft. Ooh, goody.
So where's the Russian collusion?
So are they going to essentially make every single dumbass that makes a white-collar crime a Russian agent? Because, I mean, I think they're going to literally bankrupt the upper middle class that supports their stupid asses if they do that. And quite literally, yeah, everyone from IBM to fucking what's left of Starbucks is going to be flying Russian flags just so they can operate.
Well, see, the thing is, though, is that all of these counts, all of these charges, none of them have anything to do with election meddling. None of them have anything to do with taking foreign money from a foreign country during the election. Most of these attempts at charges against these people took place before the campaign ever was run. The 3 counts of false statements were during the investigation, where they lied to the FBI or lied to the Mueller probe, or they got caught out in a lie. None of this has anything to do with Russian meddling. None of this has to do with Russian corruption, Russian influencing of the election. Now, the 14 Russian nationals, they've never even stepped foot in the United States. They're currently in Russia. They bought advertising space on Facebook, probably. And they're standing...
I would sell that vodka, right? Fucking shit ain't going to sell itself.
And they're all currently under indictment for conspiracy to defraud the United States. Because even those, they can't get collusion or conspiracy to rig an election, even on these, because there's not enough evidence even for that. So why are we still countenting this special counsel and this probe. I mean, it's been going on for more than a year now, guys. This is just getting insane.
Deep state's desperation. The swamp is well, hey, it's grasping at straws quite vigorously.
Yeah, I mean, that's all this is at this point, is literal straw grasping. Because I mean, this isn't even close to juicy enough to try to grab a sitting president. And
so basically, they're accusing the Russians of what they've been doing the whole time.
White collar
criminals. I wonder why.
That's called projection.
Yep.
Very much so. But yes, I had some liberal telling me, oh, well, there's been, 20 organizations and people, indicted or convicted. And so I went and I looked it up. And I'm like, yeah, none of this has anything to do with collusion. This is accounting fraud, bank fraud, wire transfer fraud, giving false testimony to federal agents. I mean, what the heck,
What does this have to do with Mother Russia and trying to steal your Gibbs?
Yeah, I mean, even the Russians that they've got on there for indictments, defrauding the United States. I mean, come on now. How are you going to prove that? They bought advertising space on an American company to run political ads. There's nothing against the law there.
Vote Putin for Putin, sponsored by very Russian vodka. Not by collusion of very Russian vodka. Buy now, 2-for-1 deal, yes. 2-for-1 deal, free shipping and handling from Russia to America.
Just ignore the emails of Bill Clinton talking about sticking his dick in some the little young Billy's bunghole.
Oh, man. Oh, and of course, I don't know if you guys have seen this. I'm going to screen share this. This is just great. So be prepared. I'm about to screen share Stormy Daniels. So here she is. And here she is in her new strippergram outfit that she's been stripping out of in Texas.
This is before and after.
Ew.
This is currently.
They both kind of look the same. What am I looking at? There's a bimbo on the left. There's a bimbo on the right. The bimbo on the left looks more like a man. The bimbo on the right looks less like a man.
They're both Stormy Daniels. They're different perspectives on her. And that's her new stripper outfit that she's been stripping in Texas.
I wouldn't exactly call it new.
Well, probably not new, but it's the outfit she's been wearing while she's been doing her stripping shows. Because she's been doing guest spots in Texas.
That jawline's not doing much for her. That poor woman looks like a dude. I mean, from the chin down, she looks like a woman, but I mean, just that jawline is just not helping her any because it's very masculine looking.
I was gonna say she's not a very convincing trap, just to be honest with you.
No, she's all
too
woman.
Cheap to get a new stripper outfit.
Yeah, she's all female. Trust me, there are many porn videos of her full Monty.
That doesn't say shit because with surgeries now, I've seen porn videos of a guy that was transitioned into a woman getting plugged in the vagina that was created.
She does bring up a good point.
Yeah,
yes,
Tara,
we're gonna have a collusion study.
Yeah.
Was or was there not a wing diddly doo dong dee where there is a hoo ha now? We need to get a handle on this vaginal collusion because we need to make sure that if we're looking at it, it was not a dude.
As far as I know, Stormy has never had any gender or sex reassignment surgery. As far as I know.
All right, I think we should get Mr. Muller on this. This is a pressing matter.
This is important enough that we need to change the direction of the Mueller investigation. He needs to go probe Stormy Daniels.
Yeah, we need to probe Stormy Daniels' potential
investigation.
Don't we already have video footage of that?
You're right, Six. There is a spoof porn online.
Who cares about the investigation? Let's care more about some half woman going around being like, "Oh, give me some monies with my half man look."
But yeah, she is still out there trying to stay relevant, and she's stripping to do it. So, just to be forewarned, if you're planning on going to a strip club in Texas, make sure she's not dancing, because you don't want to burn your eyes out by looking at her.
See that shit, nuke it from orbit, please.
So
it's okay. I don't see Six going to a strip club anytime soon.
Yeah, but we've got a lot of followers, and there's no telling where they might be going. So just fair warning, if you're in Texas and you might be going to a strip club or a gentleman's club that does guest dancers,
you may be inadvertently supporting the Democratic Party.
Yep. All right, so now on to the real fun stuff. Feminist camp.
Oh boy.
So registration for the 2019 season opens this September.
Wait, can you give me a rundown of what this feminist camp is real quick?
I'm glad you asked, Kaz. Here it is, right on their website. WTF is Feminist Camp. Feminist Camp is really a conference. And it isn't really a retreat. It's a front row seat to feminist work, activism, and action beyond classroom theories.
So what you're telling me there, veteran, is that these feminists don't gather in the forest and learn how to make campfires and shoot bows and arrows and make arrowheads and shit like that.
Or even knit pussy hats.
And more like, it's like, nature's sexist, everything's sexist, that fucking raccoon is sexist, that rock is sexist.
Is that tree pollinating the other tree?
That's
patriarchy.
Right. So,
our squirrels, it's rape.
Our camps are designed so that campers can explore the landscape of feminist work, learn about themselves, and start envisioning what their feminist future might look like. We introduce campers to fellow feminists who get done by working for nonprofits, volunteering, creating art, organizing, protesting.
Is that art with their used tampons?
Or maybe it's the giant vagina paper maches that I've been seeing at the women marches.
Learn how to use tampons in order to start a fire. You take one used tampon, you take the other used tampon, and you rub them together vigorously until they create a fire.
Running businesses, translating theory into action. With these connections and inspiration, feminist campers leave with a renewed sense and direction and the confidence to make the next move. Now, here's a quote from Annie A. from the New York City Summer 2017 Feminist Camp. To say that Feminist Camp changed my life is no exaggeration. It was an experience unlike anything imaginable, and it gave me the strength to realize that being a feminist can be a full-time job.
Full-time job.
It gave me the opportunity to meet so many empowered, intelligent, and strong people, both presenters and campers, and learn about their stories as well as their careers.
I'm
Experience
to go to this
extreme
camp
wokeness.
just walk in with like bags full of books, and it's like based on biology and economics. You know why things are the way they are. Here's a fucking biology. You want to know how you actually make money for yourself and help people in the long run?
Here's a book on economics and
fucking pussy shit.
Oh Lord. Feminist camp.
Superior intellectual.
Jesus, I remember
with the squirrel. The squirrels don't want you. Nature wants you. Grow the fuck up.
Yeah, I hear you there, Cass.
I didn't hear any of that because everybody's robot.
No one gave a fuck.
Oh shit! Cass has the ROM-fi. Cass has the
Burnside, no, Burnside, your ROM-fi is infecting everybody.
Oh man.
Yeah, it kind of is. Internet. Can anyone hear me?
Yes,
I can hear you.
Sorry, dude. I gave you the ROM-fi.
He gave you the internet STD.
It's contagious.
Man. We got to do something about that ROM-fi, man.
Good luck.
I also got to do something about these feminists.
So, 2 camps are already scheduled. One for January 7th through the 11th in New York City. One for summer of 2019 in Seattle, Washington. Then there is one in July in Amherst, Maine. One in July in Zimbabwe. And there is supposed to be a fall one that has yet to have a determined date.
Zimbabwe. Oh my god. Oh
Now,
my god.
the one in
Prepare
Zimbabwe.
for missing feminists.
Now, the one in Zimbabwe is in 5 days.
Oh boy.
Kill them all!
Are the individuals going there white?
I have no idea, man.
Because if they're
Here,
white, they're going to have a bad time.
our only international camp, the Zimbabwe Talking Circle Tour, presented in collaboration with World Muse, is a 10-day adventure during which we meet local organizers and learn from their strategies and get introduced to African rape culture in person.
Oh, so they're going to get raped.
Well, if they're wandering around, around the backwoods of Zimbabwe, Tara, I have to assume that that's going to happen. I would assume that's going to happen to even a guy wandering around the backwoods of Zimbabwe.
Please, for the love of God, don't molest the squirrels.
Squirrels.
I know what some of you feminists like to do with animals, and quite frankly, I don't like it. Don't touch the squirrels. Don't touch the deers.
Are you a squirrel now, Cass?
You can touch the bears if you want, because they'll rip you apart, so good luck with that.
Well, this is in Zimbabwe, man. There ain't no bears. You're talking like warthogs, lions.
Even better.
Hippopotami.
Touch that giant pussy, see what happens.
Yeah.
I went deep sea diving and I pet a giant clam.
I did not consent.
It looked just like my pussy hat.
Oh.
Now, here's what's really funny. This feminist camp is as seen on the New York Times, Vice, MSNBC, Autostraddle, Glamour,
What
Bust.
the fuck is Autostraddle? That sounds like a fucking sex toy.
And Bust
Yeah,
doesn't sound like a nudie mag.
Half of these sound like fucking
Reputable
BDSM
sources.
Conde Nast Travela, Mission, Salon, and Fovor.
Holy shit.
Of course, the one site that supports pedophilia also supports this. Okay.
Uh,
I think I have an idea what's going to happen.
3 sites.
3 sites, yeah, 3 sites. I stand corrected. Still, I can see where this is going, and I'm not really sure about it.
Yeah, because you got Salon, you got Vice, and you got Fovor. All 3 have done articles supporting pedophiles who don't act on their pedophilia.
Yeah, I remember that. That's fucking crazy.
Oh, and there's another picture of Ginsburg with her head so far down that she can barely stay in her seat. Like I said, man, it's like looking at Weekend in Bernie's.
I think at this point she is remote controlled. She's got like a.
This cat, we are connected close to nature. Oh, why is little Billy getting his legs torn out by a tiger?
I think they've surgically implanted a remote control car in her, and that's how they.
That's how they're keeping her moving.
Yeah.
But yes, so I'm going to recommend that everybody warn their friends about feminist camp, and do not let people go to this.
I wonder, are they going to shock this straight away?
Are they going
to? They're going to pray this straight away.
I have no clue on that. There's no specifics about that. Here's their mission statement. We believe in feminism beyond theory and empowering feminists to visualize and pursue their goals. We do this by focusing our sessions on conversations, not top-down sessions where the experts are the only ones talking, getting you in front of leading researchers, activists, thinkers, and artists in the field, and facilitating meaningful connections. Dedicating one day each week long session to feminist workplaces and careers, including practical advice about job searching, networking, resume writing, and interviewing. Offering post-session support in developing an active and academic action plan to leverage your camp experience in your home communities. And encouraging each member of our global spanning alumni network to set up as a feminist leader by offering benefits such as scholarships to other conferences, organizing opportunities, job search assistance, and more.
Job search.
Why don't they just call this Displaced Homemaker class?
That sounds accurate.
I love the use of language here.
Homemaker.
They even have financial aid available.
Displaced Homemaker.
The use of language here is quite nice, because the way they use it, this is all legitimizing language.
Yeah.
And of course, they've got a Soapbox Inc. Site. And so I'm opening their web store here. Oops, their ever-changing collection of books and mini books, patches, and t-shirts. Here, let's take a look at what they've got. And I'm going to screen share this once it comes up. Here we go.
Take bets on what their t-shirt size is.
Well, I don't know about the... Okay. I'm going to say 7X.
7X? Ooh. All right, I'm going to go 10X.
I'm going to say 5X.
What was this Blu-ray player speed? What were you talking about?
We're taking bets on what the biggest t-shirt size on their website is.
Oh. Damn.
Tara's got 5. I've got 7. Burnside's got 10. Kaz hasn't weighed in yet.
Catamaran sale? Is that a size?
I wasn't big enough for a whale. That's bigger than a 5X doesn't leave the house. Either that or she wears a boo-boo. No, I'm not joking. I live in one of the states with the fattest people.
Is paratrooper parachute?
But also include not fitting through the McDonald's door. That's the case, and you got serious fucking problems.
Because I want to know what it is with fat people and little red cars.
You know what? I'm gonna have to go, Veteran Mountain. I'm gonna have to go with fishing net.
Okay, fishnet size for 6.
I'm just gonna go with Hail the Blue Whale size. You know.
Hail the Blue Whale size. Okay.
You're an asshole.
No, I will go with baseball diamond cover.
So here we are. Here it is.
Soapbox. It's a typewriter. Oh, is this real?
What you want to bet? There's no clothes on there.
The Soapbox badge has a fucking typewriter.
We've got patches.
Oh, come on. No t-shirts?
Look at It's got a typewriter.
One's got a typewriter,
this not
and the other one
satire?
has. And the other one
Has the ovaries.
has the uterus.
The other one has looks like a boxing alien.
There's no clothes.
It was rape DVD. What?
I get it. They're going to wear the DVDs.
So is that when the strange men in Zimbabwe men come and things happen? They say, "Oh, it wasn't rape, guys. Trust me. It was cultural enrichment."
You had to know the way. Now that I have raped you, you know the way.
Why are you running?
Oh. Registration for a Radford student.
Wait, how much does that cost? How much does this cost?
$1,100.
$1,100.
Fuck. That's expensive as shit.
Per person. Per person.
Per person. You can buy a fucking college tuition with that much money.
Dude,
Take a look. Take a look here at the picture of the former students.
Oh my god.
Yeah, only about 2 of them look bangable. The rest look very questionable.
That's it. You know, they'll have the delusional "I'm a winner" half smile.
I'm a winner, guys. I most of my life I have participation trophies. I don't know what competition is, but I'm a winner, guys. Trust me.
I'm a wiener.
I'm a winner. I canceled 12 TV shows because I got angry and I made a stink out of it on Twitter.
So, and here is their taken New York City feminist walking tour with Amy Richards and Jennifer Baumgartner.
You pay hundreds of dollars just to walk of some feminist icon.
Yep.
Fuck that! I could go to New York, walk next to a single woman. That's a feminist icon.
That is a good point.
And by New York, she of course means Manhattan.
Ooh. Damn it, no t-shirts. What the hell? We all lost.
Yep. I guess we all lost on that one.
So you got to find their t-shirt store in the deep web.
I'm not digging in the deep web for a feminist campsite, okay? I don't want to know what's on there.
I don't even know what kind of camp we're talking about at that point. We have to find it on the dark web. Those sectors of the internet.
Yeah, when you start talking about that area, man, I mean, that stuff starts getting chintzy at best.
Is the name of the camp Camp Watha?
I thought it was called Camp Fifi.
Just imagine the Water Death Church saying, "We are still with her." Please,
no, that's the name of next year's camp.
Her this time.
That's the camp, Camp Fifi.
I still can't believe that they're going to take.
This year's camp is Pound Me Too.
I still can't believe that they're going to take a bunch of women from the United States to Zimbabwe, to the little tiny towns in Zimbabwe.
That'll end so well. I would love to see the armed convoy that acts as their bodyguards. And try to get them to explain away why it's necessary.
It's going to be
those
feminist
armed men
mercenaries that are their bodyguards.
Oh boy, that's going to end well.
There's going to be some sort of armed cadre that's going to be shadowing these chicks.
Where the fuck are all our people? If you're watching, start typing in the chat. Jesus Christ, it's empty.
Yeah, you're right. It is kind of slow
It's just
today.
one of those nights. Yeah.
Okay, what's Golf City doing tonight?
So yeah, there was some talk about somebody starting a Tuesday stream that was going to be across from us. Shoot,
real quick.
Irate brought it up to me that somebody had moved their stream from Wednesday to Tuesday.
Well,
damn it.
There's we're still competing with Lords of the Night because it's not the end of the hour yet.
Yeah, we are.
So,
but there was somebody else.
Sup, Scoob?
Let's see. Wizard of Oz has got his thing on right now.
Hey, Scoob. So you missed the screen shares. Here, I'm going to share the Feminist Camp swag site that we all got upset about because there were no T-shirts and we were doing bets as to what the largest size was going to be. Check out those patches right there.
That's the first thing my eyes went to. Really nice.
Yeah, one's a typewriter and one is and they patch to wear on your clothing, you know. And
typewriter when they're trying to say we're not just secretaries. Yet you put a typewriter on your fucking patch.
Yep. And of course, this camp costs $1,100 to send somebody to it.
Per person.
Yeah, that's the thing I was looking at, actually. The Feminist Walking Tour. That's the thing I was interested in.
Well, the Feminist Walking Tour is $250, and it's a walk through downtown New York.
Yeah.
It's $250 to take a walk.
Yeah.
With a feminist icon. I can do that just by walking next to some single woman in New York.
And you get to walk with her for 2 hours.
Manhattan.
And you get to walk with her for 2 hours. And you get to go to the McSorley's, which was a beer store that barred women until 1970. And you get to go past the original Planned Parenthood. And so go ahead.
No, I was going to say that. So they go into McSorley's, huh? That's good. That's good. I'm going to have to hop up into McSorley's this summer and find out when the hell they're going to be walking around in there.
Are they going to be embracing
just find a picture of Jennifer Barbinger or Amy Richards, and you'll be able to recognize them, and then you'll know.
Baumgartner.
Whatever the fuck that bitch's name is.
I believe those two are the ones right here in the front of the picture.
So, tell me, veteran, are they going to embrace the full and total spirit of Planned Parenthood and stroll up to Harlem and shoot a bunch of black people?
You know, I seriously doubt it. I seriously doubt that one because, you know, that would just, you know, be a horrible thing for them to do, and that would promulgate patriarchy that you know, a bunch of black people were or something.
Well, that tells me that they're not really true believers in Planned Parenthood. Because if they're not killing black people, then I don't think they really believe in Planned Parenthood.
Well, and we had this discussion last night that the Nazi eugenics program was based off the Democrat Party's eugenics concepts, which included Planned Parenthood. So.
Cold Spring Harbor, New York.
Yep. Old Spring Harbor.
I have one of their mugs around here somewhere.
Yeah, Hitler read through their stuff, thought it was a grand idea, and started talking to his people about it.
You have one of their faces around your house? Jesus Christ, you're creepy.
No. I went on a tour when I was a kid out to Cold Spring Harbor because you have to remember my hometown was involved with the Bund movement here on Long Island. And what the Bund movement was the German Americans who were all expatriated Wehrmacht from World War I came here to this neighborhood because it was all German descent. And they founded Camp Siegfried out in Yaphank. And this place during the 30s and 40s was the home of the National Socialist Workers' Party in America. And they would shuttle people from here. They'd come straight out from Manhattan to here, and they would go from here out on Long Island, and they would go to Camp Siegfried in Yaphank. And Cold Spring Harbor was the halfway point between the two. This, you have no idea. That if you actually look on the Southern Poverty Law Center, out in the Hamptons, where all these rich lunatics hang out, is also a compound for the Ku Klux Klan.
Yep.
I was making a joke, Scooby.
No, I'm just saying. That's how it was around here for a long time. This was a very frighteningly democratic place that they hid amongst the Republican part of Long Island. That's what a lot of people don't understand. Is it's crazy. But I've been out to that compound in Cold Spring Harbor, and it's frighteningly unassuming.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, man, a lot of those areas where the Klan used to rally and gather in the South were the same way. They were not obvious until you saw what was going on.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you.
Like they'd go do like this creepy looking ooga chaka cult stuff in the middle of nowhere, burn an actual cross, march around with torches and stuff. It was like some weird quasi-Christian voodoo shit that they did.
Exactly what it was.
It wasn't an actual cross. It was just two 2x4s nailed together.
Usually,
Yeah, and it was usually wrapped in a cloth. Usually, I forget what type of cloth they would use because they would soak it in kerosene because they wanted it to burn really well.
It was usually cotton.
Was it cotton?
It was either cotton
because
or
it was
burlap.
cheapest.
It was burlap. That's what I was thinking. You want something that's going to, because cotton, that's the thing. It'll dissipate the kerosene. You want something that'll hold the liquid. Burlap would be better for kerosene.
Yeah. Burlap was fitting, especially with the outfits that they originally wore back during the what was it after? It was Reconstruction, I think is what it was called.
Reconstructionary. Where was it at? It was out of Tennessee. Pulaski, right?
Nathan Buford Forrest out of Pulaski. He was a captain in the Confederate Army.
Yeah.
It was founded in 1867 before Reconstruction started. Reconstruction officially started in 1869. It was officially started to resist the carpetbagging and Reconstruction efforts by the North.
Hi-oh.
Yeah, I thought it was weird how it looked like they were doing like a redneck variation of Skull and Bones rituals and shit. Where I was like, what the hell is this creepy crap?
It's a lot of it was specifically, like you said, to be creepy and freaky. It was to frighten, the lay folk, the non-military personnel at the time, who, because it was like, you got to realize, up until I'd say maybe the 1920s, like around then, you had people who were still involved with the Civil War, who were veterans. You had drummer boys who were like old men at that point, like 60, 70 years old, but they were drummer boys. And so you had, that's when you had, like the Birth of a Nation. And that's when you had the March on DC. I think the March on DC, what was that? Was that 35?
You mean the March on DC run by Martin Luther King?
No, the March on DC run by the Klan.
Oh, that was 35. Yeah, that was 35, right before the Nazis took power in Europe.
Yeah, there was that. And when was it? Was it 1934? Was it when the Ku Klux Klan was at the Democratic rally in Manhattan?
That was when the Democratic rally was held at a Ku Klux Klan gathering event.
See, but they did attend also in Manhattan. You do know that, right? Yeah. The Klan was there. Yes, the Klan was there. Bro, why do you think I wrote that speech last year? The Klan was their military wing in the turn of the last century, and now Black Lives Matter and Antifa are their military wings in the turn of this century.
Yep.
Yeah. I just find it funny that was like commonplace knowledge back then, and now everyone just knows fuck all nothing about it. It's perplexing as all hell.
Greatest trick the devil did was convince the world they didn't exist.
Yep. Damn fucking straight.
You gotta always remember that, and it's funny. It's really funny the synchronicity if you think about it between your state, your home state, Tennessee, and mine. Because if you think about it, your clan, your state was what founded the Klan. My state is what bankrolled the Klan. They were specifically funded and bankrolled by Tammany Hall.
Yep. Well, to be fair, man, the Klan was run out of Tennessee well before Tammany Hall was running major events in New York. Because Buford Forrest died in 1890, And when he died, the Klan lost their power in Tennessee, and they were run out for the most part, partially because it was never heavily adopted. To be fair, part of the reason I think it ever rose up was because Tennessee didn't actually surrender during the Civil War.
Yeah.
When the Confederates surrendered, Tennessee by default surrendered. But Tennessee didn't actually get conquered. The North actually went around Tennessee.
Yeah.
Because they kept losing battles in Tennessee.
You know, it's funny. One of my favorite American politicians is from your state.
Which one? Davy Crockett?
No, actually. Bloody Bill Barnwell.
Bill Barlow, yeah. He was a hard man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They didn't want to vote? Okay. Train the rifles on them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. Seriously.
But I mean, yeah, Tennessee was the only one of the southern states that didn't fall until the South completely surrendered. And, you know, to be fair, it was a testament to the stubbornness of the Tennessee soldiers, but it was also a testament to their skill.
Yeah.
Which is why Tennessee volunteers have always been a prized possession of an infantry commander during a war zone. I actually got told 3 times by First Armor and 1st Infantry guys that it was lucky for me to be on convoy with them.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have any guys from Tennessee in their platoons, and so they wanted a guy from Tennessee on their convoy.
I got you.
I don't know why. I mean, there were plenty of them that were just as good as I was. But, whatever.
I want to do a quick segue here.
Yeah.
So, being that both of us are Taurians.
You want to do our horoscope? Nice.
All right. This is for veteran myself and all you Tauruses out there. This one's kind of a nifty little one here. A rigid definition of love. I had to bring it down a few octaves. A rigid definition of love and commitment can only take you so far. A cosmic storm rattles your relationship dynamics and rocks your world today. Feel free to connect with someone who isn't your usual type, or if you're partnered, be open to an unexpected revelation. Society's rules on what relationships should look like can be restricting and delusional. People grow and change every day, and you can too. Break out of the box and make your heart happy.
Bro, I swear, I definitely want, you got to start making videos where you just randomly call people and leave them messages on machines. You got a great voice.
And this is why I want him to narrate.
I know.
Oh, did we get to tell Scoobie about that plan?
I already talked to him about it.
Yeah.
Should we mention it while we're live?
You guys are doing March of the Penguins too?
No, I'm sorry. You don't have the Morgan Freeman put me to sleep voice.
Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman's telling you to go to sleep, Freeman. Morgan Freeman wants to go get that whiskey.
Yeah, Samuel L. Jackson. Go the fuck to sleep.
I love Farce of the Penguins. It's fucking hilarious.
I try watching it. My wife will not sit through it. She has no sense of humor. She's, it's amazing. These Democrats, their senses of humor, unless it's vile, they won't sit through it. Go figure.
But so it's a Mountain Man stream, so if he wants to talk about it, that's fine. If not, he was wanting to talk about it off stream.
Go ahead, guys. If we want to talk about it, we can. I just figured we'd talk about it after because then we could do specifics. But if you guys want to do some general discussion on it, let's go ahead.
Actually, yeah, I think you got a good idea there, Mountain Man. Yeah, we'll go through the rest of the stuff and then.
Oh, just really quick, Tara. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to insult you. I forget so much that you're a Democrat because you're not like the Northern Democrats up here. I actually like you, So I forget so much. Sorry, my bad. I talk shit. I know. I talk shit about Democrats all the time in front of you, and I forget because like you actually talk like a conservative, like up here. You're sane, like I gotta let you hear them one day. I'm gonna try to audio tape it. You'll see what I
mean. Tara calls herself a liberal. She's more of a moderate.
Yeah.
I've just always had certain stances on things.
Yeah, you're probably more like me. I'm a progressive liberal, but I lean more towards Moose Party than Democrat. Moose is it's for Republicans who are not caught in like the late 19th century. It's for the guys who have moved forward a little bit more. They're not as gung ho as the 1776ers. I'm gung ho, but I just can't do that much reading. So
you know how I manage it, Scoob? I only sleep about 4 hours a night. So
I'm the same way. It's just I try reading it. I'm gonna try to pick up McCullough's books. I'm gonna try 1776, and I'm gonna try reading John Adams, and I'll take it from there. I like the show with Giamatti, so. Yeah,
John Adams is good. Also, if you can make it through John Adams, I'll recommend reading John Locke as well.
Okay.
If you haven't read Locke, though, I recommend Locke because he kind of created the whole concept of man is individually free and monarchy is a fraud.
Oh, you mean Locke's writings? I was talking about the autobiography on.
Oh no! I thought you were talking Adams' writings. I've read Adams' writings.
Yeah. Oh my God. So have I. That's my whole point. I don't want to read that shit again. I did it as a younger man. I don't think I got the Constitution to go through it today. Ugh. I was telling my mother. You know what it is? I think it's just because I read all 10 volumes. Yeah. Is what it was. So, and I did it in when I say one sitting, I mean that's all I concentrated on for about a month. Yeah. And holy shit, was I Adamsed out by the end of it.
Oh yeah. Really easy to wash yourself over on that. I usually take a break in between each volume. It's just like when I'm reading the Federalist Papers, I'll read one or two essays, and then I'll break for a little bit, and then I'll read one or two essays, and then I'll break. And the reason being is if you try to read too much of it all at once, you overload.
Yeah, but that's actually one of the ways I do it. That's part of the thing is I'm one of those people I have to sequester myself away with books, like with R.A. Salvador with the Drizzt Do'Urden series. Yeah. I actually never read those books before, and I was in a comic book store about maybe 5 or 6 years ago, and some kid was talking shit to me. He's like, if you haven't read those books, bless you, if you haven't read those books, you got no right to comment on it. I said, oh, okay. So I went and I looked it up into like 35 different books. I'm like, all right, let's do this. And I read all 35 of them in 35 days. So, yeah. But afterwards, I was like, holy shit, was I fucking D&D'd out. I couldn't even look at it for like a good couple of months.
Yep, I can see that.
Yeah.
And I mean, Salvador's a good writer, but there's some things I don't like about his style.
It's pedestrian enough in certain places where, you know what the thing is? I love about his writing, there's not really any characters you don't like. Like, with George R.R. Martin, I cannot fucking stand his characters. There's nothing you like about any of them as a person. I could never pronounce his name. The imp, the one dwarf son, he was cool. Yeah. And the crazy chick with the dragons, Daenerys, I liked her. I did not like the rest of the fucking characters. I couldn't finish the third book. I told my wife, she's like, what's the matter? I'm like, I hate these fucking people. I wish them all death. I don't want to finish the book. I'm so disgusted with them.
Well, to be fair, they all die.
That's fine. Good. I should have finished it then. I would have been happy.
Yeah. You have a favorite character? Just wait for a book. They're going to die.
Yeah. That's fine. Yeah. I'm morbid.
To be fair, man, I don't have a problem with characters dying, but hey, what do I know? So yeah, do we want to talk about this this project, or do we want to talk about the fact that YouTube gave $25 million to the mainstream media to help them compete on YouTube?
I'm leaving that up to y'all.
Huh?
Just leaving that up to us. Well, why don't you and Burnside walk us through it really quick, since we have a few minutes, because we're going to have airtime anyway. And the thing with YouTube, we can cover, too. Yep. I mean, it's man's call. It's his show. It's his
good. I'm good with us talking about this. Let's talk.
Okay, so last night, Burnside and I were role-playing in private chat on Discord. And he's like, this would make a great role-play show. And I was like, you're right, it would. And I was like, we could do this live. And I was like, so how are we going to do this? Because I'd like to do this off the cuff. He's like, well, we could do it the way that Inquisitor and whoever does side quests do their shows. And I was like, well, I was thinking more in the style of old time radio.
That's what I'm thinking.
Because, everyone is doing live D&D on YouTube. I mean, I could do a search for, live D&D, and I'll probably find at least 3 going on right now.
Probably.
But where are you going to find people trying to do, like, old-time radio?
Yeah, no, I hear that.
So, we already, of course, I'm going to be Harley. He's going to be the Joker. I was thinking, Scoobie, you could be a hero for once.
Who's to say he's not one now?
He's America Man.
6.
Fuck yeah.
We were thinking about having you not only do Commissioner Gordon's voice, but doing narrating, because you do have that NPR voice.
It is sunny this Saturday with a slight breeze coming out from the northeast.
6. If you could go into my
pressure is quite low. Quite low.
There's actually a kind of description that Burnside wrote up last night. 6. If you could go into my Discord and go to Legion of Doom and read it.
Oh yeah, bro, you got to read it. Literally, I was reading it and I had to put the computer down. I'm like, that just freaked me the fuck out, because I'm reading it and I heard the narrator's voice from the 1966 TV series. At the end when they're like hanging over the vat with the rope tied around their wrists, and they're like, "Will they survive falling into the vat? Tune in next time. Same bad time, same bad channel." And that's all I'm hearing. Is like, he wrote it like that narrator. I'm reading it like, you got to be fucking kidding me. I don't think he even realizes he did it. That's the kick in the ass.
Oh, I think he knows he did that.
All right, because I was gonna say he's very young. I don't know if they had it on the air still when he was.
Nick at Night had the reruns.
Oh, okay, because I remember when I was a kid, way back in the 80s.
Now on MeTV.
I used to watch it on. I think maybe it was TBS or WGN or one of those.
I think by us,
channels.
it was on something like, it was on NBC in the morning. On Saturday mornings, they would have it on like really early before cartoons.
Well, I used to watch it in the evening.
Yeah, it used to come on in the afternoon.
I guess it was just in syndication all over the place.
And if you could, 6, actually read out loud, let me see.
The Riddler was my favorite one, favorite episodes. Riddler episodes. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If you could read from where it says our heroes discover, read that actually out loud. In your voice.
What are you looking at? I don't know what you're looking at.
Okay, it's in my Discord under Legion of Doom.
If you want, we can copy and paste it for you. I literally typed that up like way early in the morning.
Yeah, it was like 4 o'clock in the morning his time.
All right, what am I looking for exactly?
Here, I'll copy and paste it and put it in the side chat.
Are you talking about that thing where?
It's in her Discord.
Where does she want me to start reading from?
Here, I'm putting it in the side chat. Hold on, that'll probably be easier.
It's going to be long and skinny and hard to read. Just tell me where do you want to start?
Like a tattoo on
just tag him and in that fuck, what you call it? Tag him in the title.
Simply repeat where you want me to start reading.
Where it says our heroes discover that the whole meltdown.
Meltdown. Okay. All right. Do you want Rod Serling kind of pace, or do you want more?
Do what you feel comfortable with.
Just spitball at this point. It doesn't have to be anything specific. Just whatever you think fits to it.
Well, I'll try to do my Rod Serling.
All right.
Our heroes discover that the whole meltdown was a distraction from the Joker's actual plot, the humiliating kidnapping of the Starling City's Overwatch.
Continue.
The poor girl is bound in literal bondage at a chemical plant that's set to go down like an iron curtain on the poor blonde damsel.
Go ahead and continue.
Can our heroes outwit the Joker's powder keg and save Overwatch? For her sake, let's hope so, because the whole event is being filled in.
Oh, crap. Did I make a typo? I meant to put.
Yeah.
Oh, son of a. Let me.
Should be filmed in real time.
So you're making me freaking Anchorman here.
Sorry.
He will literally read anything on the teleprompter, and I mean anything.
Well, see, I want you to be the narrator because what we do and everything will be like.
Well, if you want me to read what's actually in your head, then actually write it down.
Oh no, I plan to. I actually asked Scoobie if he would write out the narration, like the plot.
Right.
You read the plot that's going to happen. We do our little skit, and as we're going along in Discord, I'll type like
because I don't want to say the wrong thing.
Joker's arms, and you read that part.
Right. I don't want to say the wrong thing for no reason.
Okay, I corrected that typo.
Very well. The maestro must continue. So because the whole event is being filmed in real time and all over the internet for people to see, time is of the essence and the viewers are chomping at the bit for more.
And then if you could read the last two paragraphs that he wrote out.
And to make matters worse, there is a random crime sprees. There is a random crime sprees.
Son of a bitch.
Sorry.
I prefer having a computer because then the autocorrect doesn't fucking care all the time. Son of a bitch.
You, from now on, you can no longer make fun of the root.
Motherfucker.
Okay.
Hold on.
And to make matters worse, there is a random crime sprees in Gotham occurring at the same time. The streets are packed with all forms of senseless criminal enterprise. What will our heroes do to stop this insanity? The typos are making me... Could the Joker also be behind this? Why? Cause senseless panic that has no aim. Because it's a fun ploy to buy the villain time to make a daring assault on several Gotham City police departments, including the GCPD HQ. Can our heroes save Gotham's finest before the city falls into total anarchy? And after all that, insanity is enough to make your head spin. Don't go look for help at Arkham, because a prison break plot twist is happening there too.
And the last ones.
Are there any more typos there? Is there anything else I need to correct?
Oh, he'll find it, don't worry.
I'm trying to coast correct this as best I can. This is what I hate something.
As if we wrapping up the last string of misses wasn't bad enough. The Joker has outdone himself this time, as his darling Harley Quinn is holding Batgirl hostage while she kicks off the whole asylum break. If our heroes can't get there in time, the Nut House will not just be run by overrun. What?
But overrun.
See, in my mind, it was reading out wrong, but it was actually written correctly. Dude, have you not actually heard me read that the My Immortal, that toxic radioactive piece of fan fiction that Weibo is always talking about? You didn't see that?
I have. I'm doing my best to fucking hell.
Six, see if you can do it in the voice like what they did on the 1960s TV show.
I haven't seen that TV show in such a long time. I'd actually have to watch an episode to get the what's the?
He does not know the way.
Yeah, not currently anyway. I must find a way.
Oh, you mean like Adam West?
No, like the dude that was the narrator for the old Batman TV show.
Oh yeah, him. Oh god, I can actually remember how he did it perfectly. It's just I can't do it because of my voice. Actually, there's an even better narrator that you could watch. Dynamite, the Dog Wonder.
Okay, yeah,
that narrator.
Dynamite and Blue Falcon.
Yep. I used to love that show.
Yeah.
Get into the Falcon Mobile, Dynamite. Oh, okay, DW, you got it.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad now we got through all those typos and the entire audience is laughing at my shitty phone correction spelling error shit.
Yeah, man, we got to get you back on your laptop.
Dude. It's nowhere near as bad as trying to read through Yahoo commentary.
Oh God, yeah, don't even get
because 9 out of 10 of those idiots are feverishly tapping away on their little phones, and it's just very hard to focus.
Well, most of those actually spelled it right, but then the fucking autocorrect kicks in and it's like, did you mean this? And it doesn't even tell me anymore.
Yeah, I type in some and it put in son, S-O-N.
Yeah, I have to address my chicken problem here, so I will be right back.
Okay.
But so far, does this sound like something you guys would want to be part of?
Yeah, it sounds like it could be fun. Yeah.
Of course, Scooby does want some of the voices for the henchmen because he can do a good mook.
I can do a good mook, yeah. Well, that's the thing, though. I have a very distinct voice, and that's why I was suggesting maybe either doing someone like Black Mask or even Two-Face.
You could be Two-Face, that's fine.
Right, just
Two-Face would work.
Yeah. You know, the trick is I'd have to do it in 2 parts. I could do it once, like normal, like now, and, the other in the morning when I haven't had coffee. Do it like that. And, I think that there's a few different people we could use on here to do different people. I was like, there's that chick I was streaming with earlier. Oh, God. What the hell is her name? She's no. This girl. She identifies as a girl. She's actually a he. She's a man boy. She's I think German or Russian or something. She's got this wild accent and she sounds like a supervillain.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, like Lo-Fi, I think is her name.
Lo-Fi, I've heard of her.
Yeah, I was just streaming with her earlier. And I didn't want to say it to her because, like there was a bunch of us on the stream. I wanted to be like, yo, you sound like so many villains I listened to as a kid growing up. Like, seriously, I'm picturing her sitting there like, like with one of those red capes on a big black throne. She's got that sort of a voice. And, there's a few different people you could use. Like, you got to hit up Loki and see if he'd be interested because I'd say use him for KG Beast.
That would work, because the only villain I've got spotted is I'm going to use Deathstroke for the first scenario where they're going to the nuclear facility.
Deathstroke is Tennessee Marine on my channel.
Yeah, but I don't think he could do the voice. That's the whole thing. You want it to sound. You want to actually do proper casting on this. Let me look at who I got up in my circle.
On the Arrow, some of my ideas I got from the Arrow because it actually goes really well along with the comic books. According to it, Deathstroke is actually Australian.
Oh, good. I got a bunch of Australians.
Yeah, we're definitely not using Necro.
No, he'll screw it up. He'll start going and he will never shut up.
Exactly.
It's too bad. I hope he's doing all right. He disappeared a while ago, and I haven't seen him. Renegade Walrus. He's the only other Rossi I know offhand. Ooh, I just got a great idea. What would you say if I could maybe try to see it within the next month? I'll try to see maybe, no promises. I'll try to see if I could swing Bering. Maybe talking to Bering about doing Deathstroke since he's supposed to be Australian. Bless you.
All right.
Oh, my sinuses are draining, so it's causing me to cough more.
If anything, then you would have to do it where, and that's also another thing. Why would you have someone like Deathstroke, like in the pilot episode? You'd want to have Deathstroke in your season finale and be the lead-in for your second season. Just from what I remember from like when I took screenwriting class.
The reason in particular why I was thinking Deathstroke is because I wanted to do that 5-minute marker where the heroes have like 5 to 10 minutes to actually try and figure out a way how to shut down the reactor or stabilize. And I figured, okay, if like we're gonna have more than 2 heroes here, we need someone that can really buy their time. So I was thinking Deathstroke is fitting because
Brendo here is saying I'm Australian.
Because here's the thing I was thinking is you want to give them the illusion going in that, okay, it's the Joker, it's the Joker, it's the Joker. Oh, Christ, Prostate, is that your goddamn logo now?
You know, oh, man, Prostate, I love that.
Nice.
Speaking of the
Joker. Exactly, yes.
Hey,
nice.
Mountain Man, is it okay if I give Brendo the link to the chat? Because I'd like to talk to him.
Sure, go ahead.
Thank you. Brendo, if you have a Discord, find me. I'm about to give you my name and number.
Ah.
Giggity.
Yeah, not that kind.
Sounding
well, it's actually good that Prostate hopped in because we were just talking about voice acting, and there you go.
Yeah. So anyways, the reason why I wanted to use Deathstroke is because he's the one person that you'd initially go, okay, this is someone that could turn the table, because I want them to go in thinking that they're facing the Joker and then go, oh shit, this was actually Deathstroke's plan the whole time and not the Joker's, because Deathstroke's a difficult person. He's a professional. And if there is anybody who could benefit from really blowing up a nuclear reactor or faking it, I was thinking Deathstroke. Plus,
you know,
he's probably one of the only few people that would be crazy enough to take a contract from the Joker.
Now, here's the thing. You said you got a specific idea in your head, right?
Yes.
Now, are you looking for dialogue specifically then? For me, you basically have the idea, the scenario you want. You just want somebody to get to flesh the meat on the bones of this, or what's the deal? What are you looking to do?
I just want someone to flesh it out. I mean, the actual villains in that can be interchangeable. Deathstroke was the only person I could think of for the time being that would be really fitting for that scenario. If there's anyone else you want to throw in, go right ahead.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, if anything, with my experience and expertise, you should probably let me help edit, because frankly, I think if you want the dialogue, I'd tap Inquisitor on the shoulder, because Quiz lives this shit. Seriously, I haven't read DC in a few years.
That was one of the people I wanted to contact for this.
Yeah,
if we got this up on the ground.
like that's the whole thing. I have no problem. I'd rather work with Quiz as a consultant on this, just because he knows everything about it. You know, I'm not as up on DC. Me and him actually had a talk one day. We stopped streaming at midnight and we kept going until about 6, 7 in the morning talking comics. So
Nice.
yeah.
So all right, just to catch you up to speed, we're talking about doing at some point once we get everything set, the character set, doing a like old time radio show of DC comics.
Yeah. I saw that in the 120 thing. You know, that's interesting because I've always thought, in the back of my mind, I always thought that something like that would take off. I mean, and do really, really well in this genre or this medium. Excuse me.
Yeah.
You know, I think this is a perfect medium for that. Even if you do it like in a in a still what do they call it, motion comic book.
I was thinking that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, we could do a pre-recorded and have someone edit it, like when Harlequin talks, you get an image of the comic book Harlequin, and of course there will be a disclaimer stating that everything posted is easily accessible on the internet.
Or we could use original art, because there's probably about 2 or 3 dozen artists in my server.
Yeah,
this is true too.
It's the characters though that you're going to have to, like, you know, skate around. And that's going to be really hard to do. But then again, you know, it's like you know, I think people are managing ways to do it. So where there's a will, there's a way, they say. So hey,
I mean, in a way, it is a type of role play.
Yeah,
we're not making money off of it. So it's
if you make that explicit and if they monetize it and get the money from that, then I mean, you know, everybody wins if you want exposure. Because they'll do that shit in a New York minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, oh, we like this. We'll put our name on it. We won't take it off the air. We'll just make all the money off of it, and you know, there you go, fuck yourself.
And I'm sure, you know, I've gotten permission from Wendy and Richard Penny from the Elf Quid Comics. I got permission to get a tattoo of Ember from their comics so that it's an exact copy. Because the tattoo artist at the time wouldn't do it unless I had express permission.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, all it takes is an email to DC explaining this and be like, look, we're not trying to make money off of it. We're just doing this for fun. You know, is it okay?
Let me look at something. Got an idea. Well, what do you know? Okay, beautiful. Hold on, I'm going to give you something here. Here you go, Tara. Just ask him. Yeah, just ask the man directly. If Jim Lee gives you his blessing, you can do whatever the hell you want.
And he's the current head of DC Comics.
Oh, yeah.
Shit, he's doing Sandman Universe #1. Oh, my God, I didn't even know they were doing this. Oh, shit, that looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Bubba. Think about that. Oh, dude. God damn them.
Oh, and I just found something else you might be interested in, Tara. Yeah, check this out. He's got a Twitch channel also. There you go. If you're gonna do this, like you said, as a stream or a presentation, hell, he might even let you use his channel. Just a thought. So,
well, it looks like you got your volunteer for the Australian here.
Yeah, g'day. I was just being polite, waiting for Scooby to finish.
Thank you. I appreciate that, brother.
Welcome to the stream, man.
Thanks.
Hey, Brenda. Nice to meet you. It's all right, prostate
nice.
here. This is what I actually.
Yeah, nice to meet you too.
Yeah. That's his real face.
Well, I'm actually lucky. This is my 21st birthday, so it's a pretty good birthday gift if you ask me.
Well, happy birthday, man.
Happy birthday.
21. Awesome,
Thanks.
brother.
That's a good age, man. I remember being 21.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finally recall.
You know, I 21 was good for me because I don't remember it.
Absolutely.
I was on active duty, guys, so I couldn't be completely blitzed out of my gourd all the time.
Let me see. 21. Oh God, I think I was covering Lollapalooza for some either newspaper or magazine at the time. Yeah, it was good times, man.
Yeah, man, you were out of your gourd then.
No, believe it or not, I was covering the scene, but I was basically sober. I was never a druggie. I was always, because I was a weightlifter. That's not my thing. I didn't really like to do chemicals, you know.
But yeah. So Tara, you wanted to ask this guy. Here you go.
So you think you can pull off an what did he say on the show? An ASF officer?
You mean for death stroke? Stroke?
Yes.
Yep, Deathstroke.
He on the show Arrow, because I was watching it last night when Burnside and I were coming up with this. He's Australian Special Forces. So
yeah. I got Netflix up. Let me quickly. Oh, I probably won't be able to find it in time.
it would be on season 2. What episode am I on? I have my Netflix.
7. What's the guess?
So, yo, Brenda, while you're looking, just curious, the sun's up over by you, right?
Yeah. It's about midday, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 1.
That's so wild, man. It's about in a half hour. It's gonna be midnight by me.
Shoot, Scoop.
Yeah,
I've still got the sun up out here on the left coast.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Bro, I love the internet.
All right. Pretty much try any episode in season 2 of Arrow. You're gonna have Deathstroke in the flashbacks.
Alright, I'm going to quickly go through episode 2. Yeah. May take a while because of crappy Australian internet.
It's all good.
And I'm just being quiet because there's no way to actually message Jim Lee, so I'm having to tweet to him.
Hey, do what you gotta do. I'm gonna say to you, you know the best thing about the urgent care up here is they give you free granola bars and free Cheetos while you're waiting in the waiting room. So. I'm gonna indulge. I'll be right back. I'm gonna be here. I'm just gonna be chomping. So.
Oh, you lucky motherfucker.
Yeah. Well, I had dinner. I don't normally eat Cheetos, but they're the crunchy
ones. While Brenda's looking through that, I wanted to talk to you guys about this $25 million that YouTube is paying to the mainstream media to help them compete with all us little guys here on YouTube.
Oh, really? Bunch of bullshit, man. That just fucking winds me up, dude.
I know, man. Yeah, so YouTube announced that it was going to spend $25 million to help the mainstream media compete against independent YouTubers on YouTube.
Let me explain it to you the easiest way I can, okay? All right. You want to watch Styx Hexenhammer, right? He's talking about Nancy Pelosi or some shit, right? So you click on the thing to go to Styx Hexenhammer's, right? And on top of that, though, it'll say, we suggest you go to this link instead because it's done by a professional CNN and, blah, 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 better news source because they're legit, right?
They're mainstream media.
Exactly. And so you can go ahead and watch Styx if you want to, but, we think this is a better deal for you, right? So that's how that shit operates. So, and on top of it, CNN and CNBC, all the rest of them, you know, XYZ motherfuckers, they're all getting paid by YouTube for this privilege. It's free. It's reverse advertising.
Yep.
You know,
and they've already demonetized all those smaller channels that don't have a huge following. I mean, it's gotten to the point where they're making it impossible for us to actually get anybody to come look at our stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, here I am, I'm busting my balls trying to make sure I can get decent content out. I mean, yeah, the past couple of weeks I've been slacking off a little because I've had a lot of personal issues.
Right. And see all the algorithmic and you know, all the shady shit that they can do, you know, digitally behind the scenes, evidently it's just not enough.
Yeah, apparently.
They raped us enough, you know. They've got to go and, you know, slide another 5 inches of goat fuckery in there.
Exactly.
Yeah, because apparently people like UI and Styx are still out competing the lamestream media on YouTube.
Yeah, I don't know how. I mean, like literally, I'm barely able to get a couple Chronicles of Backline done between work and getting some free time to actually film and do all of the tech work on that shit. And they want to go and bitch at us, even though we put the credits in for every fucking song we use. They want to bitch that, oh, you know, you're using somebody else's music. It's for your fucking use if it's in the goddamn disclaimer, and if on top of that I credit the fucking score. Nope. Apparently not for them. You know, and then because it's Kekistan, oh gosh almighty, it must be alt fucking right neo-Nazi nonsense or something C Kyle something I don't know whatever the fuck it is they think. I don't know. They're goddamn and codex.
Tara, I've gone off and had a look at Deathstroke. If you want to go off and give me something to say.
All right, let me look up. All right, let's see here. Deathstroke famous songs.
Somebody's dog is unhappy.
Yep. Sounds like somebody just got their mail.
How about this?
That almost sounds like Mad Max there.
Yeah. Mad Max or a Harley?
That motherfucker's got some throat on it, doesn't it, man?
Yep.
Oh yeah, it's definitely got some nice throttle.
All right.
Got a new
I'll put it in the side chat.
Of the Hangout or?
Of the Hangout, yeah. Or are you on your phone?
No, I'm on the Hangouts. There we are.
All right.
Yeah.
For some reason, it's not letting me copy and paste. Stop. There we go. All right. Gotta delete what I had in here. This is not letting me just control it. There's a lot there.
Gotta love YouTube's goat fuckery.
Okay, here we go.
Yes.
Here you go.
I want to talk to the chat for a second. Hit that goddamn like button. It's free, okay?
Yeah, everybody hit that like button.
Please. We just discovered we're getting 5 additional inches of goat fuckery. We'd appreciate any assistance to get less inches of goat fuckery put in.
Every little bit helps, man, guys.
Wow, you guys got quiet.
Well,
If Brando can say that just right, he's got the role.
Well, how do you pronounce that? The Mirakuru?
Yeah, Mirakuru.
The Mirakuru. That's right.
It means miracle.
Yeah, it's like the Japanese super soldier drug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, we got two Brendos.
I guess he fell
I
out.
dropped out. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I had to be a pain, but I just lost all of that.
That's fine. I can
copy and paste.
Yeah. Boing. Whoops.
What the hell? Stop Trump up to $1,500 a week. Hiring immediately. Call today. Start tomorrow. 15 to 18 hourly rate plus bonus plus overtime up to 77 hours per week.
You've got to be kidding me. Is that a meme?
Yeah, seriously.
Or is that legit?
That's a screen
Craigslist.
print from Craigslist.
That doesn't surprise me.
Oh, jeez.
Are they still hiring?
You'll have to ask. You'll have to check on Craigslist, man. But I just had that come across my Twitter feed. I thought I'd share it.
All right, Brandon.
Seriously.
Oh, we got some new friends here.
Yeah.
Is Mirakuru.
Hi.
The
How you doing?
Hey, I'm good, thanks.
I see. Irate is. You forgot to comb his hair.
The
I am back from the chicken. What did I miss?
Well, we're about to have Brendo here audition for.
And if you can do it in a slightly gruff voice, that'd be even better.
Yep.
Oh, we're still doing the thing?
The Miracle isn't what made me hate you. The end is near, but maybe I'll be merciful enough to let you live and see your city burn.
It's not bad.
Really?
Especially for, not really having time to read it over and get it right.
Yeah, it's good for a first try.
Well, if I had a chance to go off and get the vocals better, I reckon it'll be better. Yeah, prep a bit, go off and speak in that very deep, grungy tone for a while. It should be all right.
Oh, by all means, go ahead and practice. That didn't sound too bad just going off the cuff.
Yeah, just think, suit yourself.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, the show is going to be off the cuff. There's not going to be too much in the way of, like, lines and scripts. The only thing that's going to be really set is the narration and plot.
Yeah, the only
we want it free form.
Yeah, of course. The only thing this would need is what Magog does, and I need to go off and grunge up my voice and speak in that type of way all night. Otherwise, I won't be able to get back to it.
Harley Quinn. I think we found our Captain Boomerang.
Oh, what another Australian disappointment.
Well, I am going to invite him to my my Discord, which I don't have a Captain Boomerang.
Well, if I fail, if you find a better person Deathstroke, then I guess I'm Captain Boomerang.
I already have a Deathstroke. Tennessee Marine actually asked me really, really nicely if he could be Deathstroke.
Well, that's because you keep threatening to cut his hair, and he keeps worrying like Samson you're going to take his string.
Is he in the chat?
He is not currently in the chat, man.
Okay. Not yet.
Hey, Irate Prostate, while I have you here,
yes,
I am looking to upgrade my OBS from milk toast to something a little more cinnamon toasty.
And
I would really enjoy working out those solutions with you sometime over the next maybe 2 days.
Okay. Well, GIMP is very helpful, or whatever, I usually use that and just cut out some stuff and then put stuff behind it, grab shit off of the, for running the background. I came up with the new, I've got a little loop of that dude getting clocked. So that's the Monday Chaos 120 intro now until I get back. But yeah, I'll help you out with that. It's fun. It's fun. You start playing with it, man.
I will. Let's see. Tomorrow is going to be kind of, unless we work in the morning, because I'll be working from 1 o'clock until closing. So it's but Thursday I'm free.
Okay. Oh shit! I do the thing with Brian.
What time are you doing that?
We start getting ready usually about 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock, and then we go through until it ends about 6 o'clock Central, 6:30 sometimes.
What are you doing Thursday morning?
Sleeping. I don't get up till right about noonish. I'll be honest. I'm a vampire. Oh
wow!
All right.
I'm already up 7 hours by noon.
I know, dude. I'm horrible.
I can't sleep.
Uzi and dude, I used to be able to not do that, but it's like lately, I don't know what the fuck's been making me. That's just horrible. But we'll figure it out, man. It's but in the meantime, start playing. Do you know how to make transparency, cutouts, so you saw how I did the I took the number 120 and I cut it out to where it was, transparent for the numbers, right?
Yeah.
And then I laid the chaos on top of that with a font that I found. And so I've got that up, and then behind that is just a psychedelic little video that I change out, and I go through YouTube all the time just looking for shit to grab, and if it says free moving background, I'm like, come on down. Yeah.
All right.
And so that's a way to start off with it, and then
I'm looking to upgrade my visuals so they're a little less plain Jane.
I hear you. I dig it. You're comfortable running it, kind of with what you've been doing, and now you're ready to take some advances.
Take the next step, as it would.
Take the training wheels off.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of I don't mean it to sound like that, I didn't mean it. Never mind. This place is so goddamn crazy. It's got me like, watching everything I say. Oh, so, and on that, I'll say, that's right.
All right. A lot of reverb in that there gong.
How about a Winchester?
There we go.
There we go.
Oh, I do have one question for you, Irate.
Yeah.
Would you be able, with that soundboard you've got, would you be able to get like all those classic boom, boom, pow comic punching sounds and shit like that?
Yeah, if I can get it in the MP3 format, I can download it and and pop it in. It's literally something I found on it's called SoundPad, and it's available on Steam for very, very, very inexpensive. It's like $4.
Oh, that might be perfect for this little radio thing we're thinking of doing.
Yeah,
you could be our sound guy.
That's the perfect. I mean, it's the perfect thing for that.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I mean, we might have to do this, pre-recorded and then posted.
It's Frau Blucher. That was for you, Scoob.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
That'll be clicking from narrator cues for which button's which. You know, we can give it a couple test runs in that, and then go live when we get it right. I mean, we don't have to do all of those scenarios I put in there all at once. We could do it all as like each scenario is like a separate episode.
Well, yeah, duh.
Yeah, so that's a lot of shit.
Well, and there's, you know, you can stretch stuff out, man. There's all kinds of ways to do that. You know, look at the way they do it TV. It's like half the shit I see on television. You know, the Brits like put everything in like a 6-episode, you know, no fat, everything's trimmed. It's just like essential, you know, storyline and plot, and, you know, everything's really concise. In the United States, we take the same story and make it, you know, 20 episodes and, you know, add a lot of character development and, you know, useless dialogue and, you know, useless romantic interactions that have nothing to do with the story.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know.
Drama.
Exactly.
Yep.
Everybody wants to ride the drama llama, so.
Yep.
The line starts around the corner.
Hop on.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me. Sorry, I keep on interrupting you.
Well, I was going to say, I think you're definitely going to be a better fit than we thought at first. Hopefully, Tara, did you send him the invite?
To my Discord, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I do have the invite. Thank you for inviting me along.
Not a problem. You already have your name is Captain Boomerang.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah, she's got us all named. Yeah, exactly. I'm the penguin.
I'm
Yeah, the only good guy in there is 6.
You're all under arrest.
Screw you, Kappa.
We got you outnumbered.
But be sure, Brendo, to subscribe to everybody here, man. We'll subscribe to you, and our family will get bigger.
Oh, yeah.
Well, this isn't my YouTube channel account, and I have been having issues getting started, but yeah. I'll definitely subscribe to all of you.
Killer.
Cool. Thank you.
Man.
Nice.
All
right, I'll see you
later. I don't know how much
Take it easy, man.
You too.
Are you? Is he leaving?
Oh yeah, he just bounced. Well, yeah, nice guy. I'm glad he works out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely like to see how he sounds when he runs through a couple lines.
Polish. Yeah. You know, I think he'll actually sound pretty good once he's had a little practice time.
Yeah, your dry reading is really hard.
It really is, and he sounded good even on that. Well, guys, it's about 10 minutes to the top of the hour. Do we want to start talking about some of what we got coming up?
Sure. You okay, Tara?
Yeah, my sinuses are draining.
Oh, shoot, Tara, that sucks.
Yeah.
Saltwater steam.
Yeah, I can't really do that here.
You're in Florida.
State is saltwater steam.
No, she's actually landlocked in Florida.
Yeah, I'm in north central Florida. If I drive an hour and 45 minutes, either east or west, I hit the ocean.
Wow. If I ride my bike and I don't pay attention, I wind up in the bay. That's how close I am. Before we go into anything, since you mentioned shit that you like what we got coming up, when are you doing your road trip? Where you moving?
Well, that's going to be in September. It's going to be probably the first week of September. That's the plan right now.
You got all hands on deck? Do you need anybody else?
I've got enough hands to do the move as it is. We're in the middle of getting everything packed up and ready to go. So I'm in the middle of putting stuff in boxes, configuring how we're going to haul everything, selling off stuff that we're not transporting. Like I just sold 3 of my 6 kegs.
Oh man.
I told you if you get a U-Haul, I'll drive it. I got a clean license.
Well,
that's why I was asking, because if you need an extra hand, just get a U-Haul. I'll drive the damn thing for you. I got a clean license.
it's not that, man. I mean, shit, I can drive the U-Haul. That's not the issue. The issue is the rental fees and the gas and everything else. That's the big expense on it.
Oh yeah.
Driving is easy. I mean,
I meant an extra vehicle. Instead of selling anything, just get that way you have an extra vehicle. You know what I'm saying? You drive one, I'll drive the other. I'll follow you.
Yeah, but the kegs weren't that expensive, man. And to be fair, I've been using them for a few years. I just rebuilt them, so I actually got a really good value off the sale on them.
Okay.
Because I mean, I sold them for like $40 a keg.
Oh wow, that's cheap.
Yeah.
Well, I only paid $50 for them. You know, well, and these are Cornelius kegs. They're not Shanky kegs. So these are old reconverted soda kegs. Because they're a lot easier to maintain than the beer kegs are. Because the beer kegs you have to have special washing equipment and such.
Interesting.
Yep.
Yeah. Otherwise, the yeast and stuff continues to grow.
Yep.
I had 2 beer kegs when I was many years ago when I was younger, and what it was, they were 2 half kegs.
Yeah.
And they were ones that they couldn't be reused; they were damaged. So I was able to convince one of the guys at the beverage place to let me get them. I gave him, I think, like $10 for the empty kegs. I forget for both of them, so like $5 a piece. And that's what I would do to work out: is I'd go down to the beach and I'd hurl these things.
Oh yeah, that would work.
Oh, yeah. Great workout.
Ethan Van Sciver is going to be on the Ralph Retort at the top of the hour after this. If you don't know who he is,
no idea.
He's a fantastic DC artist. He's an excellent artist, and he's like he's a right-leaning artist that's been given nothing but shit from the fans and from of course the industry. Right, and he's a great guy, and he does great work, and that's the only reason he's still getting a paycheck, is because he's so fucking good.
Well, shit.
He can tell all the lefties go suck his dick.
Cool. I wonder if he's looking for a writer.
You can always talk to him, man. He's really friendly. As a matter of fact, I was in a fucking Captain Cummings. Y'all know who he is?
Yeah.
Hey, I was in a stream with him one afternoon, and Van Sciver just hopped in, man, and I talked to him for about 5 minutes, man. The guy was really nice. He's just yeah, man, what's up, blah blah. We were arguing about Batman and shit. It was good.
Are you friendly with Captain Cummings?
We don't hate each other, and I've talked to him a couple of times. Yeah, we're good.
I fell out of touch with him when he was still very small. I started talking to him, and he moved to Minds, and just he stopped responding to me for whatever. Now, to be fair, I'm not accusing it of going to his head. He just got inundated with fans, and I think he just forgot about me.
To be honest, I don't even think it's that, man. I think it's that when what's his name came, he's having to sell shit on eBay, dude. So I don't think it's a fans thing. It's just I think he's been going through some shit, and he's also in the military. So I think he had to go on I don't know how it works with the National Guard or whatever, but he had to do something. Yeah, he's in the Navy. He's an electrician in the Navy. So I think he had to go out for like 6 months or something. There's something weird about the Navy that you got to deploy or something. I can't remember, but it was something like that. So he's a great guy.
Very interesting.
I'd love to talk to him one day.
The night I met Sir Adamantine, he and of course Sir Adamantine and fucking Mitch, also known as fucking what is his name, Pretty Boy, I can't remember. His name used to be something like Mr. Charming. That's it. And somebody else, and they were all fucking drunk but me. And it was one of the funniest things because fucking just Cummings was just sitting there, right? And then about a minute later, we're all like going, "Where'd he go?" And he had fucking fallen off on the floor. Dude, they were fucking trashed. It was a Sunday afternoon, and I just threw out some invites. I didn't think anybody'd show up. And it ended up being a really fun, weird stream. And I met Adam and Teen that way. Yeah, man, it was cool.
So, guys, let's go ahead and call it a night.
All right.
Yep.
So, let's start with you down there at the end, Burnside. You got what you got to shill tonight?
All right, I am the Burnside Film Project. I am sorry for my incredibly fuck-awful, goddamn forsaken typos. I blame my cell phone. I try not to make typing errors.
Sure, blame the cell phone.
It is the cell phone, damn it.
You need new contacts.
Not my, yeah, well, I could use new contacts too. Anyways, aside from spitballing that DC idea we have here, this week. I'll actually, when I get out of here at 6 in the morning, I will be free until Saturday evening. So I got all that time to finish up all the way from 4 to 6. That's 4, 5, 6. 3 Chronicles of Backland. They're going to be up on both YouTube and BitChute. The next couple of days, and it'll be all sorts of kecks of hysterical. And when I do get my laptop back, I will be finishing more Reckless Flaggatry because it seems like people are really taking a liking to that Imperium of Mankind flag I made. So
cool.
I might wind up doing some more Warhammery stuff.
Hey, put a link. Yeah, put a link to that. I want to look at that again. You put
yeah.
Please? All right, thank you.
Yeah, let me go. Yeah, I'll get that to you as soon as I look that up.
All right.
I'll
put it in the chat for YouTube also. You know, like the chat for the chat too, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it. All right. That is.
You all right, bro?
Dude, breathe.
I think the ROM-phi has manifested itself in him as a physical illness.
In his lung.
Bro, they stopped resorting to ROM-phi because he's still getting through. They got that guy that was in the fucking the Devil's Advocate with the cow's tongue.
Oh God! Oh God! You okay there, Burnside? Do we need to send a hooded priest to rescue you?
He has been bound.
Fuck.
I think we need to send Ghost Rider.
I literally just ate some dust while I started to inhale because I was gonna go on the long list of where all my stuff is, and then just.
I'll do it.
Okay. All right. All right. I got the link. All right. I am the Burnside Film Project on YouTube and BitChute. If that doesn't work, just look up Burnside in Kekistan or Henrik Burnside Bums on Twitter. I will eventually get back to that. Waiting on the laptop for that too. I'm Burnside_Bums. I have the Redbubble link for that Imperium of Mankind flag.
I've also got it.
And on there, I am Burnside Film because I couldn't fit the whole doggone thing in there. And I'm going to mute myself so that I can go and start link dropping the crap out of that.
All right, cool.
Already done, love.
All right, irate.
Killer. Sorry, Prostate here. My channel is I think it's youtube.com/c or /channel, and Irate Prostate now. Thanks.
Nice.
Yeah, Thursday. Yeah, there's a little thing where you can do that now. It's the HT. All right, yeah. Hot takes on Thursday. Big Fat Brian and I, along with your boy Pat and possibly Viper Sword. It's looking more and more like she is coming. Are going to be looking at anime this week. Is the anime week, and we're looking at the YouTube anime rendition of Godzilla Part 1.
Excellent.
And Friday Cream Stream. I'm not sure who we got because I can't get in touch with the person anyway. Anyway, so I got to look for somebody else, I guess. Saturday Drinks with Friends, of course, and then I think next Sunday, this Sunday, I'm interviewing Doc Griffin. So
nice.
It'll be interesting. Yeah. That's
Scoop,
it.
what you got coming up?
Well, you guys know the deal. I'm Scooby331. You can follow me here on YouTube. I'm on Minds.com, Gab.ai, Patreon, and PayPal. And I am still in limited state on Twitter because Jack's mean.
Hashtag free Scooby again.
God damn it.
Hashtag free Scooby again.
Thanks, guys.
Dude, I'm gonna make a shirt with that, and I'm just gonna start wearing it every time you get bounced.
Keep friends.
Yeah. I'm being lazy about it because they're not going to reinstate my account. They're just going to let me sit in limbo for another 9-10 years. So I'm not going to close out the account. I'm just going to let it sit there, and I'm going to start a whole nother account again, like I did last time. And I'll just tag people on that are like follow me on the old account. I'll do it like that. But I'm. The new account, I'm going to hate up anybody. I'm not going to argue with them. I'm just going to use it to promote the stream. No, I'm going to start other Twitter accounts. Like I told you, I had the list of names I was going to use.
Yeah, exactly. The troll accounts. Yes.
Yeah,
nice.
Yes, that's all. They're all going to be like, I'm going to use the same exact picture and avatar, though. It's going to be like, the return of Scooby331, Scooby331's Revenge, Scooby331 Strikes Again, just to be an asshole.
I hope, man. I hope what happens to you isn't what happened to me, man. And I'm stuck with irate prostate. Just pick a name that you can.
I like this name. I've been using this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. It's like
I've been Scooby for over 20 years. You know what I'm saying?
My other name did not catch on, apparently.
Hey, bro, you got what you got works.
I'm all right. It's good.
You got a knack with the avatars. And you know what? My memory is horrible. What is your avatar again? Your main avatar?
It's the dude with the top hat. It's from the movie London After Midnight.
Lon Chaney.
That's it, right.
Lon Chaney Sr. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Lon Chaney Sr.
Senior, yeah, the dad. Yeah.
Oh, Mountain Man, can you wrench Burnside?
Yeah, sure, I can do that real quick.
But really quick though, I do have one video I'm going to be cutting probably tomorrow, if not tonight, depending on. No, I'm probably not going to do it tonight. What's the video about? About Trump's pick and. They had fucking placards and shit already prefabricated and scripts, prefabricated where you filled in the name. It's just at this point, yeah. But that's the video I got coming out. I'll fill you in on it in the video. But that's what I got cooking. Yeah.
All right. 6.
Well, I am the next 6 minutes. You can find me on the Next 6 Minutes channel. You must spell out the word 6 if you want to find it, because if you don't, then you won't. I'm also on the Next Live Streams channel. That is my primary live streams channel. I'm currently going to be starting to make a more interesting OBS background, so people will not be quite so bored with what they stare at for 2 hours. Anyhow. We have some big news, big Chaos 120 news on the horizon here, and I'm going to be discussing that with these fine folks. But it will be going down in early September, and it's going to be huge.
You're going to more.
I want to know. Tell me now.
Better. It's even better than that.
Are we there yet?
Let me just put it this way. It's going to be of epic scale, and it's going to be rather ambitious, and it all coincides on a specific day, and I'm announcing it now because I kind of want everybody that is remotely involved with Chaos 120. Our hosts, our regulars, our periphery of reoccurring guests. Yeah, even some of the people that have only shown up every once in a while. We on board because this is going to be huge. This is going to be big.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Mm-hmm. Six has something up his sleeve, guys. Don't worry, it's something good.
We should talk about that offline then.
Right.
Yep.
Next.
Oh, Tara.
Well, I'm Tara Sin. You can find me, of course, on YouTube and pretty much any social media. I'll be working on this old-time radio thing because, well, I fell in love with old-time radio growing up because we had a channel radio station that used to do it. So it'll probably be posted or hosted on my channel. I don't have much coming up. Wednesday, I'm probably hosting in place of Burnside because his computer is still in the repair shop. So that's about it. I'm still, as far as I know, $124 short on my sewing machine. We still don't know anything from PayPal because they're being little dicks. So if you can donate, that's great. If not, it's PayPal's fault, not mine.
All right. And of course, I am the Veteran Mountain Man. You can catch me here on YouTube. You're already on my channel. Or you can catch me on BitChute, MakerSupport, Patreon, Minds, Twitter, Gab. The links down below are working. I just did double check them, but I'm going to also go through a set on a bunch of different browsers because I'm getting some feedback that they might not be working fully. Other than that, have a nice night, everyone.
Bye.